Let's continue our conversation with Family Research Council Senior Fellow Ken Blackwell, who's joining us from Cincinnati, where he once served so capably as the mayor of that fine city. Ken will look beyond Cincinnati city limits and beyond our borders to talk internationally about national security and our foreign relations capability in the wake of this so-called torture report. The report's been condemned as a partisan hatchet job by the Democrats upon the Republicans. Will this unite Republicans by and large, even though there are senior statesmen such as John McCain who line up with Dianne Feinstein?
I think so. I think most Americans and most senators understand that the first responsibility of government is national security. And I think most reasonable people understand that we're fighting an enemy that in many instances is stateless. They don't march in a formation, and they are deadly killers. I think Vice President Cheney did an admirable job yesterday of, one, defending what actually happened and what practices were used, and he fended off those actions that had not been approved by the administration that might have been practiced by some. But let me just say this. When it comes to waterboarding, I think Dianne Feinstein is a fraud on this issue. She knows what she knew then what was happening. She knows now that what she's doing has disastrous effect. Her pride, her individual ego is getting in the way of her common sense.
Well, as we take a look at this now, what does your common sense tell you? Can we expect more attacks on American installations worldwide because of the release of the report?
Yeah, and it's going to be more and more difficult to develop assets for the CIA to develop assets if, in fact, those assets see firsthand that there's no backing of the CIA in these efforts to protect the nation, to get reasonable and actionable information from enemy combatants.
Ken, we've got about 2 minutes left, and I would be remiss if I did not return to domestic politics, specifically looking ahead to the 2016 presidential race. There you are, a senior fellow for the Family Research Council. Is your organization looking for a specific type of candidate?
Well, we're looking for a candidate that understands that the cradle of liberty in our country is the family. Despots, be they tyrants or totalitarian or authoritarian, the first thing that they try to do is weaken, destroy the family, breed dependency on the state, and silence the church. So FRC is looking for a well-rounded conservative that will defend the nation, grow the economy, and protect the family, because that's the only way that you're going to protect the crucible of liberty in our country.
With a minute remaining, there's a gentleman up the road from you serving as governor of Ohio, with whom I served in the Congress, John Kasich. Is he the type of candidate who could fit that bill, and do you expect Governor Kasich to make a run for the White House?
Well, I expect that he will throw his hat in the ring, and one of the things that I underscore is my belief in the primary process. I don't think the establishment should be forcing anybody out. I think that competition is good. Steel sharpens steel. We saw on the other side, Obama versus Clinton gave them a winning candidate, and I think that John Kasich, Ted Cruz, Jeb Bush, you name them, should get in the race, and then we should pick that candidate that best represents the three legs of the conservative stool that I just articulated.
Fair enough. Ken Blackwell being fairly ecumenical when praising a wide array of Republican possibilities for that nomination. Ken, we thank you again so much for your time. Hope you'll come back and spend some more time with us real soon.
Thank you, JP.
And there is more to come here on America's Forum. Stay with us.